Sometimes you need a good on-camera mic. And really there's lots to choose from on the market with a wide range of pricing. But here I'll be looking at a nice budget-friendly option, the Comica CMV-V30 Pro Super Cardioid Directional Condenser Shotgun Microphone. Hi, Ray here. Now, the audio that you're hearing in this studio section of the video is from my usual setup in this space using the Rode NTG2 shotgun mic. And that's boomed above me at about 40 centimeters or 16 inches away from my face, recording into the Tascam DR60D Mark II. Now, this space is also treated with a number of acoustic panels distributed around, as well as foam mats on most of the floor. And speaking of floor, I'll shut up for a few seconds so you can judge the noise floor of the mic. And I should say that I won't add any audio post-production to this video besides normalization. Now, I had planned to record everything in the studio here with the Comica V30 Pro with an extension and recording into the Tascam, but I think you can hear why I've abandoned that idea. We get an horrendous buzzing. I don't know why, whether it's the extension, which I use without issues for, say, my Rode Stereo Video Mic Pro, or it doesn't like the Tascam recorder, but I won't subject you to any more of it here. Suffice to say, this Comica mic is strictly an on-camera mic as far as I'm concerned. The Rode NTG2, which usually retails for $269 US or $369 Canadian, well, it's in a different category as far as quality and in price, since the Comica V30 Pro sells for $54 US, $70 Canadian. Now, we'll get into some clips recorded directly into the camera shortly, but the Comica mic has a built-in cold shoe mount for camera mounting, though it also has a 1/4-20 threaded hole, which I'd use to attach it to my mic boom here. The mic runs on 2 AAA batteries inserted into the compartment on the top, which can be a bit sticky. I found a fingernail or other high-tech tool inserted to apply pressure can be helpful. The fact that the mic isn't plug-in powered means you have to remember to turn it off after use. Carry spare batteries. The shock mount itself is flexible plastic, and it seems to do the job that it's designed to do. The mic itself measures 20.1 centimeters or 8 inches minus the foam cover, 8.5 inches width, and it has a coily cord with a 3.5 millimeter jack. And here's where I should mention perhaps the biggest drawback of this otherwise decent mic. This is an integrated rather than separate cable. So if this cable gets damaged, as cables sometimes do, this whole mic is rendered useless. Unless, I guess, you're a bit of an electronics tinkerer. That's too bad. I don't know why, really, that it couldn't be made with a 3/4 inch input and supplied with a replaceable cable. I think it'd be worth paying a bit extra for that. But this is not, it should be mentioned, the only mic on the market with an integrated cable. In fact, there are mics from high-profile brands like Rode that cost nearly 6 times as much, made in the same way. The VR30 Pro features super cardioid polar pattern, so as shotgun mics are designed to do, it isolates sound coming from the front from unwanted side and rear noise. And unwanted sound becomes noise when we're trying to record, say, an interviewee's voice, and not all kinds of other noise that's going on around. All the way around. On the back, there's a 10 decibel boost switch, and this is good when you want to limit the use of the camera's inbuilt preamps. I always leave the boost on and turn down the camera preamps, which usually aren't the best. 20 decibels would have been better. Shortly, I'll demonstrate that feature. There's also a low-cut filter to filter low frequencies like wind noise, and it has a foam windscreen and comes with a dead cat wind muff. Now, I found the dead cat to be particularly difficult to install. More on that later too, but it's a bit better after use. It's stretched out a bit, but when one considers that non-replaceable cable, I'd use extreme caution when using this. I'd almost consider doing a little DIY customization to help things along. Now, Comica kindly sent me this mic gratis when I was putting together my last rig video to test in that setup. And I'll add that they got it to me pronto, so thanks to the team there. However, this isn't a sponsored video. There were no expectations at all on their part, but just so you know. I will put info links in the description. Now let's look or listen at some outdoor tests with this mic camera mounted and recording direct into camera. Okay, it looks like we're getting some rain. Wow, this is the first rain in weeks. And in fact, weeks ago, we got wow, just a tiny bit of rain. But I'm testing out this new what is it called, Comica shotgun mic. I don't have the wind thing on it, so I'll do another one with the dead cat on it and see how that works out. I just saw the lightning and then here's the thunder. So I'm not putting the dead cat on right now because I don't want to. So how did you pick that up? Wow, it's blowing. Whoa! That's a good test of the Comica. So I got the plus 10 decibel boost on it with, and I got the camera set to 4. The gain on the camera set to 4. Okay, finally got that wind muff, aka dead cat, installed on the Comica VM30 Pro. And so in these breezy conditions, we're going to see how that functions. We're getting a really good wind test here now because it's very breezy. Trees are blowing around. So yeah, I don't have the high pass filter on there, so this is a pure test, hopefully, of the dead cat. Another thing to consider about this dead cat, and it has been mentioned by other reviews that I've watched, and that is that it's it's a very furry dead cat, and that fur, particularly if you're using wide-angle lenses or a small camera, that fur can end up in the resulting image. So I'll show you what I mean. Right now, I'm using a 50mm lens, so it's not such a big issue, but you can see that's very furry and some of it is poking through the flag. Just something to keep in mind. In conclusion, overall, I think this is a decent mic at the price with acceptable sound. The only real drawback, as I mentioned, is the inbuilt cord, which of course would be better if it were separate. But it could also be improved if it didn't protrude from the back of the mic, where it's more vulnerable to damage. The dead cat, well, obviously it could be improved by, I don't know, opening it up a bit or making it a bit bigger. Plus, it needs to go to the vet for a trim. As we've seen or heard, I wouldn't plan to try getting this off camera with an extension. So it seems to be strictly for recording into the camera. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do give it the old thumbs up. And if this is your first time here, please do consider subscribing. We'd love to see you again. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. In the meantime, take care, cheers, and we'll see you later.